from winning, man. But this was a good game here. This was definitely a good game. Good defensive play. Good defensive play.
It was a tell of two halves, man. The first half, the Eagles was moving the ball. The Bills couldn't move the ball at all. Then the second half, it switched. Like the Bills started moving the ball up and down the field. And the Eagles couldn't move the ball. They only had 17 yards in the second half total. Total yards in the second half was 17 yards. You can't go into playoffs only having 17 yards in a half. And it's not the first time they did it this season. They did that when they lost. Yeah, they did it when they lost. They had the 21-point lead against Cowboys, and they lost that game because they couldn't move the ball in the second half. They gotta find a way to make those adjustments at halftime, like they be able to sustain moving the ball.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you can't just fall off after halftime. You're gonna hold the lead off. I mean, good thing the defense did what the defense did, but I mean, playoffs is coming soon. You gotta make some changes. 17 yards and a half is not good at all.
Yeah, this new offense, man, they just aren't getting it, man. This new offense just isn't getting it. There is no logic to this offense. They still are trying to find identity. They aren't producing enough, you know. And at this time, this will be crucial in the playoffs. If they plan on moving forward, if the Eagles want to move past the first round, they need to get this shit together. They have to get it together. This new philosophy for the Eagles, man, offense, seems like it's a pass-first concept, and that's supposed to set up the run. You know, on the first 3 plays of the game, the Eagles came out passing. Why would they call?
In the pouring rain. It was pouring.
It's wet and cold. Why would you call 3 straight passes to start the game off if you're the Philadelphia Eagles and you're playing against the Buffalo Bills, who are absolutely bad on defense? They are not physical. They cannot stop the run. What sense did that make right there in itself? This should have been a breakout game for Saquon Barkley, just like Derrick Henry had against the Buffalo Bills. They are not good on defense. They are not physical. They cannot stop the run. And once again, he had limited carries in the first half and especially the second half. Saquon Barkley. I didn't even give him a chance to have a big day.
I like Tank Bigsby getting the ball too.
Teams. Say that again.
I like when Tank Bigsby get the ball too. Tank Bigsby, he averaged like 6 yards a carry once he get the ball, but today he only got 2 carries. Like feed him the ball too.
Feed the ball to the running backs. The Philadelphia Eagles are built to play physical football. They are not a finesse team. Jalen Hurts isn't a finesse quarterback. He isn't a quarterback that wants to drop back or that is supposed to drop back and just throw the ball 35, 40 times a game. No, you're not using him correctly as an offensive coordinator. You're playing, you're basically hustling backwards. You're fighting against his talent. Use him correctly. You understand? Make the tush push doesn't even work correctly like it used to in Philadelphia. You understand? Everything is changing now. They want to make this offense a new offense, probably a system that what's the new offensive coordinator name again?
KP, Kevin Patullo.
Kevin Patullo. You know, Kevin Patullo's goal is probably to make this a more finesse pass-first offense when that isn't who the Philadelphia Eagles are built to be, right? You know, it's a physical football team offensively and defensively. Now, if moving forward, if that is the direction that the Philadelphia Eagles want to go and they want to make this team a pass-happy like they were when Andy Reid was there, they have to get the correct personnel in place to do these things. Starting with the offensive coordinator. I don't even know it because the passing concepts that I'm watching, they look very basic and not effective at all. Right? So, I mean, it seems like really, man, to me, it seems like if you play for the Philadelphia Eagles in your offense and you complain about you want the ball, right? Now, everyone is going to try to adjust and make you happy because you're complaining you need the football. You want the football, right? Now, everyone is trying to satisfy your needs, satisfy the wide receiver's needs, and that is confusing the entire system for the offensive coordinator and how that system is supposed to be ran. That's what I see because it makes no sense. You're trying to force the football down the field, throw these basic pass route concepts out there and make Jalen Hurts be this pass first type of quarterback when I don't know if he's that player yet. You know what I mean? Maybe he is.
Mhm.
Maybe the system makes it hard for Jalen Hurts to be successful as a pass first quarterback. But the concept isn't working, man. That
Man,
this team
they
isn't being physical like they were on offense, and that's the difference with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, and a lot of times, a lot of times, Jalen Hurts' most successful times where he doing like the read option, like you could either gonna hand it off, run it yourself, or pass it off of that. And a lot of times, they're so basic, like you know what's coming. If I'm at home, can tell you what play they about to do. Of course, the defense coordinator that been studying you all week gonna tell you what play they're
You
gonna
know?
do. It's like that's like you said, the route concept. Either AJ Brown gonna do a slant or he gonna run a nine, go straight up the
Post
sideline.
or
Like that's
nine
it. Like
route. You know, that's
that's
it.
all he
You
gonna
know?
do.
You know? It's just like, man, come on, Philly, man. Come on. What are we doing, man? But, on the other hand, Philadelphia, they played great on defense, man. They played great defensively. They
I
played
think
great
I think that's the
until the
old
Bills'
school.
last drive. Until the Bills' last drive when they gave the second touchdown of the game, But actually, man, there is no freaking reason the Buffalo Bills were supposed to lose this game. Now, we all are Eagle fans here. This is we bleed green. You understand? But there's no reason the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, was supposed to lose that game. It was the simple. Y'all know how I feel about quarterbacks not being able to hit a wide receiver who isn't covered, right? Who is uncovered, and that's basically who Khalil Shakir was on that play. He was uncovered. The guy the cornerback, the defensive back that was covering him was 5 yards behind him, wide open for Josh Allen to make that pass, right? You know what I mean?
He was actually more open than Caleb Williams' throw.
Way more open. But I can tell you, man, Josh Allen, he makes that play a 99 out of 100 times, easy, right? He makes that play again. They do it all over again. You know what I mean? But the difference was, I think he got so excited and realized, the game was on the line. He understood the situation, the time, the exact score, and he saw Khalil Shakir so wide open, and he just, short-armed it. And, when you if you ever played quarterback or understand playing quarterback, when the wide receiver is wide open, that is harder to complete mentally than when they're covered, because he's so wide open. You don't want to mess up, because you understand that you will look crazy not hitting a wide open wide receiver, and you might push the ball or try to aim it too much instead of just throwing it like you normally practice every day in practice. And that's what happened to Josh Allen. Josh Allen got he got surprised on that play, man. He got
Yeah,
surprised.
that's sometimes what happened on like wide open layup when you playing basketball. Wide open layup, be like, oh, like how the hell I missed that? Like, there's no way I can get more open than that. But
yeah, man. Yeah, it's exactly the same scenario. Wide open layup in basketball, and get a little surprise. You know what I mean? But this was a perfect example of offense wins games and defense wins championships. Even though the offense was able to win the game, they didn't pull it off. But overall, defense win championships, and the Philadelphia Eagles pretty much manhandled the Buffalo Bills until it came towards the end of the game. You understand what I'm saying? Offense win games and defense wins championships. And yeah, man, Josh Allen and Superman couldn't save the nation for Buffalo today, man. Dang. Josh Allen is going to eat this one. He's going to feel this one for a long while, man. You have to think about that.
But listen, Josh Allen, it's the first time in the playoffs. Josh Allen don't got to worry about Joe Burrow. He don't got to worry about Patrick Mahomes. It's his time in the playoffs.
That's true. That's true.
He ain't got to worry about the two teams that beat him every year.
We see, hey, let me tell you, and one thing about the NFL, it's a copycat league. I don't care how, when you see a play, it could be the same day as another team that is about to compete against a totally separate game. And they see a play, they will copy that and install that play before the game starts, right? And Joe Brady, the Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, man, he got creative, man. He got creative to beat the Eagles. When they tried and the game was on the line, when it was 4th and 10. And like I said, the Philadelphia Eagles was playing pretty much lights out. And 10 yards is hard to gain in the NFL football game. So trying to gain it against a team that's playing lights out, it was 4th and 10, right? Buffalo, they hit the Philadelphia Eagles with a flea flicker in the middle of the field. And it was perfect time because no one one was expecting a flea flicker. No one expects a flea flicker at that moment of the time of the game. You're expecting a deep dig route. You're expecting the receivers to go to the first down lines and sit there and catch the first down and move forward. But as soon as he caught the ball, everybody reacted to the guy who caught the football. Then boom, he pitched that thing easy first down.
And
And
you know
what
what's
did you
crazy?
see? What did we see tonight?
Huh? Three times a day. They play happen 3 times a day.
Oh, really?
It happened 1 o'clock. What's called fumbled it in the Jaguars game. Travis Etienne. They did it to
yeah. I did see that. Okay, yeah, man.
So that's crazy, man. The 1 o'clock game, 4 o'clock game, and the late night game, the same play 3 times a day.
Desperate times calls for desperate measures, man. Game is on the line, man. Coaches are pulling all the tricks out of the bag. Their future is on the line as well because it's the end of the season. We want to be winners. We want to advance to the playoffs. These teams need to advance to the playoffs, baby. But shout out to Joe Brady, man. He did everything he could possibly do to put his team in winning position to win. He just need his quarterback to execute. And that was nobody else but the quarterback. That's Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen, you had the opportunity to get a victory against a tough opponent. Josh Allen, you let yourself down today, brother. But hey, man, it happens to the best of us. Josh Allen knows the type of player he is. He knows the expectations that everyone has of him, especially the Bills Mafia, right? So he's going to eat this one, man, and he's going to bounce back. And like you say, man, is this year for Josh Allen? I want him to win. I want him to be a Super Bowl winner. I want Lamar Jackson to be a Super Bowl winner too. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see, man. But on the other hand, was it smart to go for 2 points instead of kicking that extra point and tying the game up? I don't know, man. I understand, these coaches like to gamble, but you could have easily kicked that field goal. The way things were going in that game, how Buffalo was moving the ball against the Eagles, and the Eagles were struggling on offense.
They only had 17. They only had 17 yards in the second half. So
17 yards.
You go overtime, giving the ball first. They ain't gonna move the ball. You take it and then you go down and score.
I think you have to play with the momentum of your team at that point, right? I think you feel good about yourself going forward on a 2-point conversion because you're feeling the momentum. But that's just one play. You kick the field goal. Now you have a chance to play after play and dominate, whether it's on defense or offense. You understand? And the Philadelphia Eagles, like I said, only 17 yards in this full second half. And I think the gamble goes better if of course, this is hindsight, right? Everything is much better hindsight. But if they kick that field goal, they probably get the victory much easier, But Jalen Hurts doesn't look like he's playoff ready. But they won. They won, man. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, baby. Yes, sir. They got that victory today. Eagles gonna celebrate.